Hey guys, Alex here. Welcome back to the channel, wherever you are watching in the world, whatever time it is. Hope you're all having a good Monday or Tuesday or Sunday afternoon or morning or night. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about a pretty important thing, and that's what you should do as an autistic adult if you end up getting pulled over. So if you drive and you're on your own and you see those lights, you hear those sirens, what are you gonna do? Now, fortunately, a lot of people have not experienced this and have not got the anxiety of this, but I have. I've been driving 6 years, been pulled over 4 times, but the good news is I've never gotten a ticket out of it. So what have I done to sort of get warnings instead of tickets? That all depends on how you handle the interaction with the officer, or most of it does, definitely. And I'm going to teach you all about that. So before we begin, I want you to like, subscribe, and share this video. And yeah, let's dive into this important information. Alright, so for the first step to this, you hear the lights, you see the lights, you hear the siren. What you need to do is, you need to do 4 things. You need to first put your hazards on. 2, you need to drive really slowly to the nearest area where you can safely pull over and the officer can get to you safely. 3, you need to put it in park. 4, you need to turn the keys off, like turn the car off. And number 5, you gotta keep your hands on the wheel. Now these are super important steps, and to be honest, they usually, like, doing those properly or not is usually what results in a ticket or not. Just because, like, you gotta make sure you're as least threatening as possible. Because if you refuse to do any of the, any of those 5 things for a matter of time, cops gonna get really suspicious. And yeah, make sure to really stay focused on those things. The second thing you gotta do is when the cop comes up and you roll your window down, he is gonna ask for your license, registration, and insurance. Now, what you gotta do for this is, personally, I actually, like, whenever I'm driving somewhere, I keep my license and registration in the center, in like the cup holders, basically, so that way the cop can very clearly see where it's at, and I don't have to go searching around for it, because that's sus right there. That gets a police officer really nervous. So make sure you have that. Make sure before you drive you have that out visibly, just in case. And also keep your wallet in the cup holder too. Obviously, when you get to your destination, you're gonna put those away because you don't want that to be stolen. So right now I have them in the center console right here. But if by chance you do not have them out in the open when you're driving, you're gonna tell the cop exactly what you're gonna do. Because if you start reaching around, he or she is not gonna like that. So if you say, hey, my license and insurance is my registration and insurance is in the center console, may I please get that? That's what you gotta say. And they're always gonna say yes to that, no big deal. So yeah, just communicate with them everything that you're gonna be doing. So when they ask you if you know why they stopped them, if you know, you really should say it, because what that does is like decrease the chances of you like denying of you like being in denial. So the 2 out of the 4 times I did know what I was getting pulled over for. I mean, I could at least like understand like why the cop saw that. Both times I was speeding, but the other 2 times I did not know why I got stopped. So I said, so you gotta say, you know what, yeah, I was going a little too fast, and then always apologize. Definitely apologize. Say, I'm sorry, I was just trying to not catch that red light. I was trying to go through that, which I was. And then for the second one, I was going 44 and a 40, but it turns out the school is actually a 20, like, it was that time of the day where school got out and it was actually 25. So technically I was going 44 and a 25, which isn't good. But the officer asked why, like if I know why he pulled me over, and I was like, I'm guessing that the 25 lane didn't end yet, and he was like, yeah. But if you genuinely don't know, then say you genuinely don't know. Because and yeah, just be honest with that. And essentially, if you know that what you did was wrong, like the more you admit you messed up, the better outcome you'll likely have. So the 4th step I have for you is just be chill. I think that's definitely an important part of this process. Essentially, the cop doesn't want any trouble. He or she wants to get out of this situation and on to the next, whatever they're doing, as much as you do. So the more you cooperate and the more you relax, the easier and quicker it's gonna go. So just make conversation with them. You're gonna just even ask how their day is going, and just answer questions promptly and straightforward, and definitely I mean, just like act human, really, because that definitely lets the cops see that, like, hey, you got a life too. You know, you got some important things going on, and that's definitely going to help the cop like reason with you and like understand you more, the more relaxed you are. Obviously there's some natural stress when those lights come on, but once you pull over, like, take time to compose yourself, take a couple deep breaths, and just like do whatever the cop says, and just be relaxed, be cool. Alright, so the final step here is they're gonna take your license, they're gonna run some information, they're gonna see if like you have like a background or anything, and if you don't, you'll likely be all good, if it's a traffic infraction and if it's like minor, because all of mine were minor and understandable. So cop's gonna come back, give you your license back. If there's no ticket in his hand, you're just gonna listen to whatever he has to say next. Usually it's advice on what to do if you're in this situation again. Like if you're caught speeding again, or like actually last time I was pulled over was 2 weeks ago for not having my lights on, and what the cop did was he gave me my license back, and then he asked if I had figured out like how to turn the lights on, and I said no, because I honestly don't know anything about cars. Let's be real here. But what he did was he knew like which buttons to press to turn the lights on, so I would have them on for the rest of the trip home. So they will like help you out with that. And if you do get a ticket, listen to what they have to say, listen to why you can't do it, and like they're gonna tell you what you should do next time if you're ever in that situation. And absolutely sign the ticket, because it is an arrestable offense if you don't, and paying whatever you have to pay is so much better than spending a night in jail and going to court and all that. That's a ridiculous process that nobody wants to go through, especially people with like jobs and families and all that. So either way, thank them for what they're doing. Like, thank them for their service, because they get such a bad rap. I mean, they got it worse than teachers. They really do, with like their public reputation. So thank them for their service. Maybe even shake their hand or give them a fist bump. They usually don't like people sticking hands out, but if they do, just like let them know that you're on their side. And I mean, the bottom line is, you can't always talk yourself out of a ticket, but you can always talk yourself into a ticket. It's all about the attitude. And if you get a ticket, at least you have a good attitude, and the cop is going to have a better day because of it. So, yeah, that's about all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the advice, and definitely keep that in mind as you're driving, and drive safely. Definitely drive safely. So be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next time.